Grand Rising. Rise and shine, Sag. We're going to go ahead and get started with your reading, Sagittarius. We are going to be going through some oracles, or well, I'll say some oracle cards here. This is going to be the money oracle. We're going to use this for money and love. And then we're going to get into some other oracles, and then we'll get into the tarot. But let's see what comes out here for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what's happening with you, Sag. Card tried to pop out. Sagittarius. Wow, you guys had stability coming out fast here. But you did have arguments at the bottom of the deck. I will say, as far as financially, you have been through a lot of fight, or you're still fighting for your financial freedom. That I can tell you, because this is conflict. And looking at that stability, I don't think that you guys are where you want to be financially. And that makes sense. A lot of frustration, like that man has his hand in his head, or his head in his hand, rather. Okay. And I sense that there's been a lot of frustration or frustrating times with your money. But this is also saying that there could be problems or disputes. Let's say you guys are going through court systems, or if someone owes you money or something like that, because you're the person that people always count on. You're the stable one. And, you know, now there's fights in the family about money. That could be it as well. But I definitely see that there's some conflict dealing with your money here. And sometimes this also talks about maybe conflict at your job. And you have to remember that in order for you to stay stable, you need your job. Okay, so that could be some type of conflict that you find yourself in at the moment. But you do have arguments here. I got to pay attention to this too, because this also deals with relationships. You guys are wanting a stable relationship, a stable connection, but it just seems like you can't get along with your partner. It says be on guard with who you deal with. Okay. It says there's disputes at this moment. It says make sure that everything is in order. And I just feel like there has been a lack of order and discipline in your connections, as far as love connections as well. Like being able to create a stable relationship, a stable environment. I'm seeing that has been the issue. That's been a problem. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be, now you had an extra card that fell out. Oh, spirituality. Now, some of you guys are making money, being Reiki. You're in the spiritual realm. That's all I can say. I mean, I can say a million different things. You know what this means. So I feel like some of you guys could be making money, being a spiritualist. Okay, that's what I see. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see, Sagittarius. The next card that's coming out is Success Will Find You. This is really good. Okay, so that goes right. That's in harmony with that stability. Okay, that's coming out for you. And then you guys had Money Manager, which is really good, because this is always a good card to see. This is what it says. It says, this card could indicate your career or finances could take a giant leap forward. Okay, so again, it goes right in harmony with the stability. I want to say that there's going to be a huge improvement in your money. It says you can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. And then you had Success Will Find You. You guys had some really good financial cards. Okay, so there's financial blessings. I think that's going to happen next year. Possibly it could. You guys are going to be trying next year, which is, I mean, amazing that you're going to be trying next year. And so this could bring in not just money, but also romantic opportunities, but it could put you in a limelight. It could put you in a really good place to be seen. And if you have your own business, for it to be exposure, that type of thing. So I definitely see that this is going to happen more so next year, because right now you guys are being squared when it comes down to romance and money. Okay, I do know that you guys are being squared. So next year, you got a lot to look forward to. It says a giant leap forward and success will find you. That includes your relationships. Okay, it's how you manage your feelings, how you manage your emotions, you know, how you manage your time, who you invest in, how you invest in people. This is what they're saying. Okay, so far so good. I really like this for you. Sag. All right, let's keep going. This is for Sagittarius. So far, so good. Last card that's coming out here is Science. It says there is something unfolding for you. Keep an open mind. Now, you got Rescuer at the bottom of the deck. Someone new may enter your life that can help you resolve any difficulties you're experiencing. I'm going to see if that comes out in a tarot. I don't know who that could be. But you definitely have, man, this reading is out of control. This reading is amazing. I love the fact that the Science talks about something unfolding. Some of you guys are in, again, unraveling the mysteries of the universe. I definitely feel like you guys could be doing something like metaphysical work. You could be in that type of thing. You could be going to school for nursing or a doctor here because this always talks about science. So you could be doing that. Some of you guys are either dating or you could be talking to someone who could be a firefighter, a paramedic, someone that is on a rescue team or however you can say it. But I feel like this is almost the same thing. Like some of you guys are nurses and you work at the hospital, that type of thing, where you guys resolve issues for people as far as health-wise. You could also be a science teacher. There could be someone like a science teacher here too. But this is, man, this is so good. This feels amazing. So it's almost like the universe is going to bring someone in to help you spiritually with that spiritual card, but to also just help you financially, because overall, that's the part that we're looking at. Financially, this is going to be great. But I love the fact that success is in all areas. That's 380 degrees, 60 degrees of your life, right? And how do you define success? True success, how do you define it? Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let's see. Ooh. Wait a minute. A card fell. Let me see what fell. Things are feeling stuck right now. Earth element. You could be dealing with the earth sign. I definitely see that there's going to be, you're definitely going to be building something. You see it says building and making. Some of you guys could be building a house. But as far as your money, earth is tangible. It's things that you are able to, you know, hold, right? Earth, anything that's tangible. But it says things are stuck. So this is the way you feel that it's too slow. You're ready for things to start to move, like things are slow. And you're tired of the same old rigmarole. I could tell there's this energy with you where you're tired of the same old thing. You want some excitement in your life. And I do see that you guys are very dependable people. But there's another thing that's happening here. You're finding that you're having a hard time finding people with value or of value. Like you want to be married, you want to be stable, you want structure in your life, you want that traditional kind of thing, house and home. And it feels like you're ungrounded. Like I understand that this isn't upright, but again, you got to always pay attention to the cues of the cards. And this is just making me feel like you guys haven't been grounded enough, because you have not had that structure, that tradition that you want, okay? So, wow, and I feel like you're doing things out of duty. Like now you go to work because you have to, not necessarily because you love to. You could love to, but at the same time, maybe you're not getting paid enough. Maybe that's what it is. You love your job, but you're not getting paid enough. Some of y'all don't love your job. You just got to go, right? But again, like I said before, there is going to be something that's going to change, because remember, success is an attitude as well. It's not just about the things that you have. It is an attitude. Okay. I feel like I feel like what you believe is going to change, how you believe in certain things. Yeah, it's something here. That's what I'm seeing. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let's see what pops out. This is for Sagittarius. All right. Look at this. That's sitting right on success will find you. win, victory, reputation, success, goals, recognition, award, merit, achievement. But it came out with the Death card. I do believe that there is going to be, unexpected change. And I'm just telling you, I don't know if it's like you have stability now. Maybe you lose it or lost it in order for you to change directions. Because it feels like with the spirituality card, you have to still believe that something is going to work in your favor. That's what it feels like. Like you have to believe that it's going to work in your favor. Because some of you guys have been decimated. I really do. Some of you guys have been embarrassed about what you have not been able to achieve. And this runs real deep for you. Failure runs really, really deep for you. Because you feel like I have a reputation to uphold. You know, people are looking up to me. And sometimes that happens with family, friends, or whatever. Even with yourself, right? So I feel like when it comes to that stability aspect, you guys have not been able to experience certain kinds of achievements or stable connections, stable money, stable environment, something like that. And I really do feel like you guys got destroyed in some way, shape, or form. And now there's going to be this, like you feel like a winner. Like, what is that? Winner, chicken dinner. You're going to be feeling like that very soon. Because you are triumphing over your issues and your problems. But I can tell you, based off of what I see, especially with that whole earth energy, I had to pay attention to the cues. That's not where you've been at all. And this reading isn't just talking about the good stuff. It's not. You've been entangled in trials heavily, being pulled down mentally. I see here, sometimes not being able to pull yourself out of certain mental situations, mental thinking. Your thinking has been off. Maybe you've been very emotional. I'm talking about for some of you, your emotions, you have been brought down so low. It could have been hard for you to get pulled out of that. And some of you are still at that place, which is a reassurance here when it says success will find you. It's like the spirit world is trying to reassure you that things are going to get better. But you feel like your situation is fixed. You feel like it's not going to change, that you're not going to be able to see, success. There's going to be, I'm telling you, you see how it says key here? There's an opportunity. And again, remember when we saw rescuer, there is definitely going to be someone who's going to come in here and help you. And again, it's going to be like heaven sent. That's how I'm looking at this. This is going to be a heaven sent situation. Don't be afraid, Sag, to ask for help, especially if you are feeling like you're drowning in some kind of way. Some of you guys feel like that's a sign of weakness. It's the opposite of strength. I don't want to show that, that I need help because people will take advantage of me. Okay, some of you guys are in that energy and I can tell that you're there. And it's like somebody is there that could help you, but you just don't want to do it. You refuse to do it. That's what it looks like. I'm just telling you because it just popped out that way. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's see what else comes out here for you, Sag. This is for Sagittarius. Now, we talked about an earth sign, so there could definitely be a Virgo here, Scorpio here. Who else did I see earlier? I see you talking your ass off, I tell you that. Leo here. Virgo, isn't it interesting? Virgo hitting that science card. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Virgo is hitting that science card. What does that mean? Remember when I said someone, first of all, will come into your life, right? That can help you. I totally see that. Even with that card, I see it. Because remember, science talks about things that are unfolding, solution-based. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about your health. I see surgeries here. I usually don't see that, but I do. I see someone, because I see a cut, whereas they're cutting you. That's going to be really, really successful. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if it's You're doing something to your body to improve it. I don't know if this is because of medically, but I do see a cutting here. Some of you guys have been experiencing certain kinds of problems due to accidents. I don't know if this is you fell, it could be car, but you may have fallen or something like that, because I do see that there's going to be improvement in something dealing, because I see a healing here, and I don't know where it's at on your body. I mean, of course, because it's like there's people, more than one person, but I do see that there's going to be something that is going to be healing for you as far as health-wise, because you feel a little bit more liberated when it comes down to the health issue. You feel more free. There's a release that you're experiencing here, which is really good. It is a recovery that you're experiencing. And I want to say this too. I want you guys to hear me, because a lot of y'all kind of dismissed this and then come back later and was like, oh my God. So just remember, that's what I see. But you probably do need to have your own reading with whoever, especially if you are experiencing something that deals with health and medical. I don't know if they can read that, but I'm just telling you. Oh, wow. That last row of cards is deep. I see that you guys are somebody that you have been dealing with, or someone that you are around. It could be a friend. I keep hearing y'all say, I'm not doing this anymore. You're not getting this from me. You're not getting that from me. Now, I don't know who that is that you're talking to. I don't know who you have that type of, attitude towards. And I'm pretty sure it's for a reason. But I see you just cutting them off. Just completely, just like they ain't getting nothing. No energy, no time, no nothing, no money, no nothing. They're not getting nothing from me. Okay. This is technically how you're going to be able to solve your problem in some way. And some of you guys are doing this intentionally to make someone mad. The only reason why I say that is because it's science here. Science is like testing something out. You're trying to see how this person is going to react. They may not react the way they want to, so just be mindful of it. They may not react the way that you want them to. So if you're going to be cutting someone off because of behavior issues, make sure you're doing it because of good reason, not because you're trying to test something out, because that can end up backfiring. If you have been estranged from someone that you cut off, they are having a reckoning. And I'm not saying that they're having a reckoning because they're not with you. I'm just saying it does look like they are having some type of like epiphany moment, some type of, some shit has gone down with them, or will be going down with them, where now they're scrambling to try to figure out life. And again, it doesn't have to be because of you. I'm not here to stroke your ego, Sagittarius. You guys already know how I feel about that. But I'm saying it is someone who it looks like you may have cut off or tried to cut off, or it looks like you have cut them off, but they are experiencing some stuff here, okay? I see that you're picky when it comes down to love. I see that the person, especially if you guys are dating, I see that they're picky as well. And the universe is trying to make things work for you on the romantic front, trying to make things work for you, okay? I'm also seeing here with you, Sagittarius, a part of that transformation. Some of you guys are going to be changing your body. So you could be having some type of cosmetic surgery or something like that. By the way, I'm just going to tell you that could happen too, because I see some changes within you as far as how you look in your appearance. All right, let's get to your tarot. I could be staying on those oracles forever, and I have to like back out and like remember, like, hey, you have time here. You're on a time restraint. Keep going, move. Could talk forever. That's what's going to happen with your 2026 reading. We're just going to sit here. We're just going to talk, and it has to be on a Saturday when I'm not like pressed for time as much, but I am just because I have other reads to do. But the 2026 one is going to be pretty long. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what's coming out here. Let's see what your first card is for you, Sagittarius. Let's get it. This is for Sag. All right, first card coming out. Don't know what it is. Boom. Oof, oof, ooh. Wow. Here it is again. You had the death card twice. What the hell is going on here? Unrooted, ungrounded, unstable. Something needs to change according to the Scorpio card. This is basically a warning that something needs to change in your life. I see too much emotional imbalance. This is again with that stability and saying this is what's required. Like in order for you, to experience a more healthier life, a more, to experience healthier health, money wise, financial wise, relationship wise, something has to change. You are not going to be able to move forward without that. And again, remember when I said here with that earth, it even said it. Talk about being grounded, but you're feeling stuck. You're like, well, why? Like, why am I not getting what I want? And it's like, because you haven't changed. The way you view people, the way you view things, that type of stuff needs to change. Something needs to change. Now, I'm going to talk about your money for a second. Ooh. When I tell you, y'all got wrecked. I actually stated that in the beginning of the reading, right? Y'all got wrecked big time. Now, some of y'all are needing multiple streams. And I'm just going to tell you, I don't think that you guys can survive off of one income. I just don't see it. Like you guys are barely holding on here. I just don't see it at all. Okay. So here it's saying that you guys are going to have to start taking practical measures. Maybe do a little something on the side. Okay. It could be something that you're interested in, some type of interest. And you are going to have to do something different. Okay. The death card is different, really. I mean, if you have to look at it in that light, it's something different. And you're going to have to do it in order for you to maintain, or order for you to kind of like get financially secure. So I'm just talking about finances right now. I don't think that you guys have been in the best of places, and there needs to be some type of change. And it does look like the solution to that is on the bottom of the deck, which means there needs to be another source. So if you like to draw, you can go on TikTok and get an audience there. They can tip you. If you like to sing, if you guys can do Uber, and if you guys can do something that can bring in some more money, you probably need to do that, because I see that you guys are struggling a little bit here. You definitely did in the past. I see you guys, stabling out a little bit more now, but I do feel like it needs to be something that is going to have to change financially. For those of you who have been in relationships where it's been dealing with multiple people, someone is going to have to get let go. I'm just telling you that right now. You're not going to be able to deal with multiple people. Or you were dealing with someone who was dealing with you and other people, and you were like, I'm out of here. This is over. I'm not going back. I'm not dealing with you ever again. Well, hopefully that's true. And if that's not your reality now, that will be your eventuality, where in the future you're going to be like, I took you back too many times. I took you back. Like I took you back that time. I took you back, 20 times over. This time I mean it. And so that's what I see for you in the future. If it has not happened yet, it will. Because with that love thing, some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Scorpio. But with that love thing, Scorpio or Taurus, by the way, could be what you're dealing with, or the type of person. Ace of Wands. Success will definitely find you. I love this. You guys are taking action and doing something with your money, work, and career. I love this. I'm not going to harp on it, but I just want to make sure I like emphasize that there is going to be something different that you're going to be doing. It's more so artistic and creative. And that's going to be really good for you, because you guys are stressing about money. Even right now as we speak, some of you guys are stressing about money. Okay. This is crazy. This is crazy, because this is the most lustful shit I have ever seen in my life. You guys are going to have to be very, very careful about the way that you move over the next 6 months. And I'm saying 6 because I really do believe that. Especially right now with Mars going into your house, very energetic. Okay. But it can also be turned on you where you can combust. So you have to be careful about your anger. You have to be careful about not getting angry. And also to be careful about inflammation, which is another reason why I talked about the whole health thing. Some of you guys are going to start feeling aches and pains, and you're going to also feel a little tired during this time based off of what I see. I see a lot of you guys are not going to get a lot of sleep. What else is Spirit trying to tell me? This is not, and this is us funny because Spirit knows that I know medical, so it's like they know how to tell me, so I can see the symptoms that you guys. I can't diagnose you, of course, but I definitely see the symptoms that some of you guys are having. It's good. I like that. I like the fact that you guys are being more healthy as far as being aware of your health. So you're being, it's more herbalistic medicine that you are tapping into, or you will be tapping into, that I can see. But this is definitely a sexual energy here, and I see a lot. I see that shock, that what is that? That root chakra being activated big time. This is lust like a mother. Okay, so I don't say that with the Ace of Wands, but this time I am definitely saying it because lust is here, and some of you guys haven't had sex in a very long time, maybe, and yeah, I definitely see that could. And it doesn't mean just because you're horny doesn't mean that that's a problem. I just see you being extremely turned on by something, by someone. I also see you wanting to do that. Okay, so I'm saying the impulsiveness is here. So just be mindful of who you entertain at this time because of your hormones. Okay, just be mindful of that, because I am seeing that the idea of it is in the reading, not the act necessarily, but the idea of it. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarius. Okay, I didn't like the way that came out. I'm just going to do another one. I'm going to show you the card that fell. Kind of hit my thumb. There we go. Okay, so the card that... This is the card that came out. Interesting. You guys got the Queen of Cups and you got the Four of Cups here. Hitting science. You know how sometimes, you know, you guys are older now, and I just feel like you kind of feel like, what's the purpose of it all, right? Like you're trying to figure out what's the purpose, the things that you experience, like what's the purpose of this? Like you feel deadened. That's what it feels like. It feels like you've been like locked in a box. It feels like you guys have been put away or locked away. You have not been experiencing the realness of the world the way other people have, especially with the Four of Cups. I can totally see it. This is why you rather be by yourself, you know, so you can kind of escape the reality of what you're seeing. It's been a very emotional experience for you, really. It's just, it has, you could tell it's been a very emotional experience as far as like the lack of love, the lack of nurturing, and not feeling desired or wanted by a particular person or about people in general. That's what I see. And so this is the reason why it was very important that you guys heard me when I said that there is someone coming in to rescue you, because it is, I'm not saying that you need it, because this is what God is trying to get you guys to do on your own, to stabilize that on your own. We don't want you wackadoos, right? We don't want you to be a wackadoo with someone who's going to be perfect for you. This is why the universe is like, hey, we need you to like level out. We need you to ground. We need you to kind of fix yourself. And if this means therapy, which is also what I'm saying, you need to probably invest in that. I want to tell you something that I've noticed, and I know you women are going to come for me, but I also feel that this is a problem with majority of the divine feminists that I've read for. You make men in relationships your God. See, men don't do that. When men want to self-improve, they self-improve, which is the reason why you have men who read books about self-improvement, and they when they're dealing with their money, that money is going to come first before you. That's why you always be like, well, it seems like, and you guys are complaining about things that you need to do. If you need to be focused on yourself, you need to be focused on yourself. You need to be focused on your money. They don't have to be like you, because they're trying to show you what you need to be doing. And another thing that I've noticed with men is that they are more inclined to be spiritually led. You guys will get your hair done, nails done. You'll make excuses to not get stuff done. And I've seen it. I didn't tell you, but I've seen it. And I am not going to force you to do it. But it is true, based off of what I've noticed, that men will do the hard work. And I'm not saying that the women will not. I'm saying on a percentage, women will make excuses for their inadequacies. Okay? So when we're actually looking at this, partially some of this is your fault. You guys can scream at me in the comment section all you want. I'm just telling you, okay? Because I have to do this for myself. We have to take accountability. And if we're saying therapy, therapy could be however you believe therapy to be. What is therapeutic for you? Are you doing that for yourself? And you will neglect that because you rather run and you rather, what is it called? When it comes down to escape. You rather practice escapism forever, right? You rather do it. And I'm looking at this. It says there is a process here. Science talks about working on something in order for a formula to come out. Virgo is a perfection. In order for you to perfect something, there needs to be a testing here. And a lot of you guys are not testing grounds. You're not reaching out to people. You're not, doing the work the way that you need to. And then you're ending up here in this Queen of Cups and Four of Cups energy. Sorry, I just had to tell you. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I noticed that the other day. I'm like, damn, why is this always the same thing with men? It's the same stuff. And I would have never even remembered it had that combination of cards not came out. I would have never even remembered. But it is coming out. So there is a purposeful reason for why I said that. This is a judgment call that I feel like you guys need to heed by, because the sadness and, the feeling of not getting what you want and all the other stuff. Some of this stuff is partially about what you think and how you're thinking. Okay. But I definitely see that there's going to be an improvement here. Make sure you stay away from people of past, no matter who they are. Maybe they're trying to reconcile and stuff like that. Stay away from people who are going to destroy your self-esteem. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get into your card for today. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out here for you. But I see change all over the board for you, and I'm loving it. This is for Sag. Let's see what comes out here for Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarius today. Really good. Okay, so you guys have the Eight of Wands. Okay, good. I see you guys being very busy, getting things done. I see you with family, dealing with your children, that type of stuff, getting things done around the house. That's what I see. I see you taking a nap, which is good. You probably should do that. Rest today. Okay. I see some of you guys are going to be getting around friends. Not everybody, but a few of you are going to be going out with friends or some type of little event that I see that you guys are going to be doing this weekend or today. But that's it. Either way, the Eight of Wands is really good energy. I feel like that's very more so a positive energy from what I'm seeing. And you guys will be more so in a positive mindset today. But either way, this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you back here again soon. Bye.